The National Dialogue aims to lay a solid foundation and set priorities for future discussions on the country's growth and long-term direction. But the real question is whether it can translate into meaningful change for the nation. OnPoint producer Cathrine Mawila took to the streets to speak to citizens and gauge their understanding.
The National Dialogue is about uniting the country and tackling pressing issues such as inequality, poverty and unemployment. So we are here in the streets of Johannesburg to speak to ordinary South Africans and find out their views on the National Dialogue and what they think the outcomes will be.
I mean, it's a fantastic idea for people to get involved because our government has proved that they can't do these things on their own. And I'm a very optimistic South African, and I believe that we are in the best space we've been in a couple of years. That being said, the change that the people are asking for is still not happening. So perhaps this will get some attention, because generally attention causes pressure. So that's something to be excited about.
Well, at the moment we're relying on people in parliament, like your different political parties. And when you look at parliament on its own, there's chaos. Nothing good comes out of it. So how do I look at this national dialogue thing? How do I see it being possible?
I'm expecting to hear more about unemployment. Unemployment is a very serious issue in our country, and I'm sure that the president will address that, and also with inequality, because I'm gay and I believe that we all have equal rights for anything, which is jobs, which is the government, which is anything that is South African based. I believe that we should also be included.
I would love for us as youth to be more involved in parliament, so that we can have a voice and people should know what is going on. So the government can help us by supporting us, by provide training for us and funding, especially invest in young people to be more entrepreneurs. There's a lack of job opportunities in SA, so they should encourage young people to be more entrepreneurial and also push their businesses and provide funding and training for them.
It's quite impressive. We've never had such in South Africa. It's actually quite exciting to get everybody in one room, right? All our leaders, to be debating about issues that are really impacting our country. So I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to watching or getting the outcomes of it. As a woman in South Africa, we know it's Women's Month, and of course, I mean, such things we want to see and hear those debates around women empowerment, right, and development.
I think they can work. I think different industries coming together to align on what we can do from the point of view of education, to target that education, to match what employers want, and especially as the economy changes with things like AI, if we can prepare our young people for those jobs, I think having that sort of strategy in place will do a lot to benefit unemployment in this country.
We need assistance as women in the manufacturing sector, especially because this sector that we are in, construction, manufacturing for construction, we are operating in a male-dominated space. I don't know what can be done that we get some leeway, ways that makes it easier for us as women to succeed in the industry, because we are really suffering.
And nothing will come out of the national dialogue because the country is on a downward spiral. We've got no leadership. That's all I can say.
Well, there you have it, mixed reactions from the streets, with most people discouraged and not expecting anything. Back to you in studio.